Hey guys, I'm here. Been a while. I have this game called Starseed Pilgrim. Bought it, $6 on Steam. Definitely worth a buy. It's weird, hard, and freaky. That's really all I gotta say. You are this dude jumping with numbers below him, things growing, and it kind of comes together. It's hard to explain. Let me just start at this level 1 area here. And this is if you buy the game, this is where you're gonna be. I Here, let me just get in it for you. Let me just show you how I generally start. Um, these heart blocks that grow slow. Place them underneath so that you can collect as many as possible by jumping on top of it, because that's how you get more numbers to plant the seeds that you get. And the number that you have generates a new seed on the top of your 3 bars. Now the bottom one is the one you'll plant. This light green X here plants like grassy type blocks, which has hearts in them, which will become useful later. This kind of like cactusy green, I guess, grows these blocks, which are wavy, as you will see, grow decently fast. And when you go on them, you can't jump as high as normal. And it might not look like it, but I can't actually jump a block higher than that. Now these blue ones, they aren't necessarily useful in this dimension, like the one that you don't start in. As you can see, this one actually turned into this. But the blue blocks actually turn into a block where you could jump really high in. Like you jump much higher than normal. You jump 3 blocks high, but with the blue thing you jump about 5 or 6. And let me just wait here for this final heart pink block thing to finish. I only have 4 now, but let me collect these and I will have 9. Okay, so I have 9. I'm moving along. This one's growing. Generally these mud sludge type blocks aren't that useful, other than kind of, it's just the fact that they're there sometimes can be useful, but that doesn't mean that you want them. Now, you might be wondering why I got rid of the hearts. I prefer to keep the blocks. As you can see, now it's blue and I jump much higher. Actually, much higher than 5 or 6. I like to keep the blocks kind of straight, and that'll become apparent later why that will be useful. Now, these yellow arrow blocks, they're kind of complex. If they're planted with one of the sides that it can grow to, it'll grow sideways. Now, whether or not it'll grow left or right on a block that is only like, let's say this green block right here, why won't it grow left or right? I don't know. Typically it grows right for me though. So that's why I generally grow it planning to go right, and that's generally what I do. So I plan it for it to go right. Now I collect all these purple heart blocks, and so now I have 12. You want to be as efficient as possible. Now these light blue ones, they look like ice to me. They kind of destroy the block that they're on, and then one to the left, up, right, and down. They'll destroy those blocks. Now here, let me show you an example of this arrow. As you can see, since it can't grow either left or right, it grew upwards. Now, let me just plant this here so I can show you an example. I'm just gonna, this black star will allow the spread of the darkness through these blocks to creep up and start over here, because at the start, if you didn't notice, there was a black block down at the bottom that was spreading this inky stuff, but this will also help spread it faster. Now, strategically, especially at the earlier levels, it's quite easy to get to these while still having a large number to produce more seeds, and be good with that. But you want to be able to reach these stars so that this will happen when you go in the the black zone. The stars that spawn naturally will have keys in them. And that is, no pun intended, the key to getting farther along in this game. You just continue platforming along here. Now, the blocks that you placed are the spaces in which you can now jump in. So you want to make sure that you at least have a path steadily all throughout so that you can get back to the place where you began. Now, it may not look like it, and it took me a while to figure out, which is why I'm going to post this, but that is in fact a keyhole, which is why you want to have this key. You will go back to here, and albeit it may not look like it, but these gray blocks at the start are in fact blocks that you can grow on. And that is actually how you get farther. So let me go along my path that I have made to get on over here. Now, here's a block that we haven't had yet. These red blocks. Now, these are infinitely useful for what they do. You see this red to the right here. You press down on it and or place a block within it, and it'll detonate. I also placed a block in it to show you there. Kind of a waste, I guess. Yeah, it grows just a big giant cube. That is useful in many situations. Just to get away, but it is also a threat. When you grow a block, you are allowed to stay on the space that the block is which is going to be grown, shown by the outline. The red is different though, for the red grows in such a large quantity around the area in which you grow it. You need to plant it, set it off by either planting something in it or pressing down to destroy it, and then jump after about 1 second so that it grows underneath you. Now, at this particular spot, it doesn't matter. But if you notice, on the side of the red cube here, it has grown 4 high. You can only jump 3 blocks high. So if the pathway is in fact at that bottom edge, you will not be able to jump above this. And under most circumstances, even when I can, I generally destroy about 1 here, and such. So it's much more like a stairway. It's a lot easier to pass by. Now, I'm decently far along here, and I actually didn't put this here, so it's almost like someone... Okay, yes, actually I did get here. But, okay, yes, I remember now. See, jump, and boom. Now, I definitely can't reach these blocks from there, so I need to make sure that I can. Now, it might be hard sometimes to tell whether or not you could jump up it, but once you start playing, realizing the block dimensions gets much easier. So, this is in fact where I am, and I don't know how much higher I need to get. Now, this is the 3rd platform up, and I don't want to spoil too much, but if you guys want to see more, just leave it in the comments, leave me a like. Yeah, definitely a good pickup for $6. It's an experience. It's not something that just watching this video can explain much, but I hope this video explained the basics for those who do have it. For when I first got this game, I was stumped and I didn't have anywhere to look. So I hope this helps you. I hope this video helps you. Excuse me. And yeah, talk to you next time. Peace.